What's up, world? Welcome back to Radical Investors, where we talk about crypto, stock, and NFTs. My name is Wasu.
I'm Hamed.
And today we're talking about the crashing market in the crypto space. Bitcoin is crashing, altcoins are crashing. What is going on?
Let's go!
Hey, Radical Gang. So we're back again with another video. But before we get into the video, we want to ask you to please hit that like and subscribe button. We are dropping alpha every single day, videos on crypto and the stock market every single day, bringing you investment opportunities throughout the investment world. Absolutely. Make sure you don't miss a video by hitting that like and subscribe button.
Yeah, guys, the gains that we're looking for here are simple. It's quantum. So whether it's from the stocks or cryptos, we're here to bring you those plays. So keep watching, bless that subscribe button.
Now let's get into the video. As you probably already heard, the market is going through a little bit of a flash crash right now.
Just blood everywhere.
Blood on the leaves, right? For sure.
There's no place to hide right now in this market. Man.
From the stock market to the crypto market, I think the crypto market is down about 10%. The stock market is off completely. Most of this, the cause of most of this is coming from China. Surprise, surprise, surprise. Right, so you want to get into it a little bit?
Yeah, we've got fear coming from the mainland of China. So there was a company by the name of Evergreen, right? They were a bank or a lending company.
They're a construction company.
Yeah, so they're a construction company doing real estate out there in China, and they have a enormous amount of debt. Right.
An enormous amount of debt. They're a huge conglomerate. So they're a construction company, but they had an EV division. They own a soccer team. They sold water. They do a lot in China. You know what I mean? And what happened is their debt is coming due, and they can't afford to pay their debt. So you have a lot of people in China. We watch a lot of videos coming out of China of people rushing their offices, attempting to get their money back on pre-subscribed homes after they have already paid for, right?
Right. And yeah, the debt's $300 billion, so it's not this is like, we're talking about a huge potential issue if they were to default on this money.
Yeah. And the interesting thing about this is that it's been going on for about 6 months now, right? Very important to pay attention to the global investment community, right? This is true. Not just in America, not just in Europe, but globally, right? Because these things, we live in a world now that everything is interconnected, right? I know in the crypto world, we like to say that we're not connected to what happens in the fiat world, but we are. Everything is interconnected in this world, and things like this can have an effect on your portfolio, right? So going back to the Evergreen situation, they've been struggling for a while now, right? And smart people have had their eyes on this. Today, over the weekend, it just so happened that mainstream news in America started to pick up this particular story. Right. Now, because here in the United States, we had a history with Lehman Brothers, and our last real depression-like scenario happened with the crashing of the real estate market. So a lot of people in the media draw that parallel between what happened to us in the United States and what's going on in China, right? Their real estate market looks like it's crashing, it's overheated, it's over-leveraged. That's going to crash. They're making the ties that it's going to bring down the global economy, essentially.
Yeah, so it was a bunch of fear tactics that was thrown out, and it was pretty effective. I mean, we had huge sell-offs, not just from retail investors, but institutional investors too. Everybody was kind of liquidating positions just in case things were going to play out like that. As we went deeper into the story, we see that, again, this information's been out there, and also that we think we have a good chance of pretty much surviving the tides, right? Like this is a temporary.
Yeah, so we still are super bullish that we're still super positive that we're gonna see a bull run in the crypto space and in the stock space. There is, if you look at if you do technical analysis on Bitcoin, we still hit the golden cross a couple days ago. There isn't any technical issues with Bitcoin that we see. We haven't hit any parameters that would give us any cause for concern. Right now, it's literally just people butting into it, and we can't even say that that's a bad thing, just because the scars run so deep from the last crash in 2008. So everybody's quick to really respond to issues that are coming out of China, right? Issues like that, anything that looks like it's going to be a cascading event, right? That's going to cause the whole global system to fall down. People are really, really sensitive to those type of things. So I don't even blame people. I don't even want to call it FUD because it's happening, right? But us being radical investors, we got to go on the deep end, and we got to say, is this an opportunity to make money?
We have to go against the grain, guys. Like, once a lot of noise and just collective energy is being pulled towards one way, we have to consider the opposite, because those are where the opportunities are. So if you look at the month of September, for the stock market and for crypto especially, it's a bad time. It's always a bad time, specifically for crypto and Bitcoin. It never performs well in September for some apparent reason, right? So knowing that, right, we kind of already knew going into this month that we were going to see bearish times, and here it is playing out. Like, all of the crypto channels actually have talked about this, right? Like, we were going to see bearish times coming into September. Now that it's happening, some people are kind of like flip-flopping, but look, we knew we were going to see this, right? And luckily we have, because it's been a great opportunity, right, to go in, just like people were doing 2 weeks ago, right, on some of those altcoin plays.
Yeah.
Right? It's a great time, because, we like to think that Bitcoin isn't like a huge controller of what happens in crypto, but it actually is, right? So when they take a hit, everything pretty much takes a hit, guys. So knowing that, right, and seeing it, that we're in it right now, we do think this is a good time to accumulate some of those altcoins you may have thought you missed out on. Solana's, right? Polkadot, Cosmos, right? Avalanche. All of these plays that's kind of had a run up, over the last 3 weeks.
That are relatively safe, right?
That are relatively safe. Yeah.
The three that you just named are relatively safe, right? So you're going to see. I feel very, very confident that you're going to see.
They're going to bounce back up.
Cosmo, Solana already had a historic run, but Cosmo, Polkadot, Polygon, all those, you're going to see some movement towards the upwards movement on those projects, guaranteed. So it's absolutely a great time when they're off 10 to 15%. Right? It's a discount for you. Go ahead and accumulate some of those. Or sit on the sidelines. It's totally okay to do that too.
That's true, right? Because our framework and our mindset going into the end of this year is that fourth quarter is going to just boom. It's going to be, 10x plays just on any crypto. And we say this because we have experience. We were there during 2017. We experienced that. We were involved. We saw our portfolios multiply over the course of 2 months, guys, like just 10x. It was a wild and incredible time. It was a crazy time. So we know that these types of things are possible. And it's funny because back then, even September 2 was very low, right? It's like anybody that got into, September was low. And it was like anybody that got in before October was just like in the green, right? So we do believe that something like that is going to play out. Now, we don't have the specific month. We're not going to give you any guarantees on the month like that, but we see the patterns playing out. So try to keep a level head, right, during these times. And just again, it's you got to think of the long game. We're going to have red days. We do suggest, though, like with crypto, I don't know if I'm sure you agree with it too, but margin trading in the crypto space,
no,
we don't recommend that. So that's the kind of thing that's gonna get you in trouble, and that's really going to just give you a lot of just mental stress. Stocks is not as bad. You can margin trade, right? We do that too. just because you're not going to see huge, massive drops, right? So you don't have anything to really worry about being liquidated out of your positions or anything like that, right? Crypto, you can see that stuff. So you just want to avoid that.
Only play with the money that you're willing to lose. Going to zero, and you have to be okay with your investment going to zero or near zero. If you're not okay with that money going to zero or near zero, do not play in the crypto space.
Yeah, it's not
for you. Because that's the nature of the crypto space. It happens. This might be a small bump on the road. It might be the beginning of a crash.
Right.
Things happen like that in the crypto space, but you have to have a radical mindset to say, hey, if that investment goes down 45%, I'm gonna use that as a buying opportunity, or I'm not gonna sell at the lowest point. I'm gonna keep it until it bounces up. So that's the type of mindset that you need to have. We're going to be giving you guys as many videos as humanly possible on opportunities that are in the space. Right now is a super, super, super important time to stay glued to our YouTube channel, because we're dropping alpha every single day. Guys, this is the most transformational opportunity in human history. There are millionaires and billionaires being created every single day in the crypto space and in the stock market. And you want to make sure that you're subscribed to this channel so you can get all the information possible as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Guys, happy hunting. We'll catch you on the next one. Peace.